Hey there, Cancer, and welcome to your week of September 13th, 2021 general tarot reading. We got a pop out for you already to start things off, so let's just dive into the reading. We're starting off with the Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. And isn't that really something we all need to kind of remind ourselves of every now and again? And kind of from time to time, really get that focus back to that, because if you don't believe in yourself, that kind of is hard. It makes it hard for other people to believe in you too, right? Not necessarily the people that you care about and the people around you, but the people, like strangers or someone you're trying to, convince to be like, yeah, I can do this, I can overcome this, I can, whatever, right? It can be tough for them to kind of believe in you if you don't believe in yourself, right? Unless you fake it till you make it, of course, but that's a whole nother thing. But right now we want the honest to goodness belief that you believe in yourself. So thank you for being here, Cancer. If you're new to the channel, I'll do a spread of past, present, future, and an outcome. I do clarifiers for all those cards, and you want to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to tie everything off with a Moonology card. So thank you for being here, Cancer. And we're starting things off with the Ace of Cups. It just seems like you've had a lot of overflowing emotions here recently in your past, whether they be positive or negative. Like we're saying, believe in yourself here. So hopefully in the positive, or at least we're churning into the positive here. So really, I feel like we're overflowing in a good way. If you notice here, to me, I'm not sure if that's what it's supposed to be, but that bird looks like they have a plus symbol on that coin or whatever they're dropping into the cup. And for you, I feel like that's saying like we're adding positive, we're adding good things in here. So I feel like you're turning things around for the better. Next up, we've got the Three of Wands, really just kind of overlooking like where could you go next, right? Looking out into the horizons there are challenges across the ocean, but we've got to overcome that ocean. That ocean might be the reinforcement that you are, you can overcome those challenges, right? Crossing oceans can be quite difficult, of course. Especially back in like the times like when this card is depicted in, right? It's just sailboats and stuff, right? It's not like cruisers or things like that. We don't have like the navigation technology. So that stuff can be kind of full of turmoil. I was going to say tumultuous. I don't know if that's quite the right word I'm going for there, but filled with turmoil, right? And strife, because it's like we're navigating by the stars, and then sometimes the stars aren't always reliable because you have cloudy days and nights and stuff, and it's like, oh, now we're lost at sea, right? And that can be that for you sometimes when you're really trying to, believe in yourself, right? It's like, you get that like imposter syndrome going on, right? And you feel like, oh no, like this isn't right for me. This isn't, like somebody else could have done this. Like anybody could have done this. Like, I only succeeded because I had help from these people and stuff. I didn't do these aren't my own achievements, right? But you know what? You can navigate this ocean and face these challenges that you can overcome that are in the distance. Like I know it's not the best visibility, but there are challenges in your future and you are going to have to overcome them. And I feel like in order to overcome those challenges of the land of climbing those mountains, you're going to have to first overcome the challenge of the sea, which is yourself, the sea of your soul, right? Like you're going to have to overcome that first. And I feel like in the present you're going to, or at very least be taking steps towards it. Next up, speaking of your inner self and such, is the Hermit. If you're new to tarot, all the zodiac signs have a major arcana card that represents them, and the Hermit is Virgo's card. So you might have Virgo in your chart. You might be dealing with a Virgo. This is a general tarot reading, so this could apply to a relationship as well, or it could be very much just you overcoming yourself too. But if those are the case, either one, let me know down in the comments below. But the Hermit is very much about self-reflection, right? And the best thing here is that I'm loving here, because I mentioned how there's mountains in the distance. The Hermit is on top of the mountain, right? That's how he gained enlightenment. That's how he gained what he, has there in his lantern, which is the star. And the star represents dreams, like a shooting star. You make a wish on them, right? Your wishes, your hopes, your desires, those kind of things in your life. And that's what's he's saying here, is that the Hermit's climbed to the mountaintop. You're going to get to the mountaintop because you're going to use what you really want in life to guide you across this ocean and up the mountain to the top to overcome these challenges and really face off against, things you may have thought were impossible before in your life. And in your and in your future position is the star. Look at that. Again, this is Aquarius's card, so you may be dealing with an Aquarius. You may have Aquarius in your chart. Let me know down below if that's the case. But the star is making a wish. And if I want you to stop right now, you can pause the video for as long as you need, meditate, think about it, really think about what you want in your life. What is something you wish would happen for you? Like, what is it? It can be as ridiculous as you want, or as grand, or as little as whatever, right? And personally, I am for shoot for the moon myself, but the star, make a wish. I want you to do that right now. And then once you're done, let me know if you did. Let me know if you made that wish, or if you already had one coming true and then the star popped up and that really like hit home for you. But being in your future position, the star is saying like, you're going to achieve these things, right? This is not like, you need to believe in yourself. And once you believe in yourself, you can pull down the stars. You can make your wishes and dreams come true. So that's fantastic. I'm loving it. That's awesome. That's awesome, Cancer. So let's get into your clarifiers here in just a moment. But before we do, just need a quick reminder that we're going to tie everything off with a Moonology card. So you're going to want to stick around for all that. That's looking good. We're going to pop out again for you here. Or did we have a pop out to start this off? This might have been the first one. I feel like something popped out here. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I am going crazy. But we've got a pop out to start off your clarifiers. So again, stick around for the Moonology card. Thank you for being here, and let's get into the rest of them, all right? So we're starting off with Sagittarius's card here, the Temperance card. So again, might have that in your chart. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius. Maybe that's who's making you overflow with emotions. There's a Sagittarius in your life that is kind of been, pumping you up, telling you like, you can do this, right? It's not me. I don't have any fire in my chart. So, but hopefully maybe you're even still taking that from me. You're still taking that pump up. Maybe that's what you need, right? If that's the case, if you got Sagittarius in your chart or somebody, let me know down in the comments below. But again, it's just saying like with the Temperance card, notice that there's a cup here and that's making you overflow with emotions. And the Temperance also has a cup in their hand here, and they're pouring water into that cup. So I feel like this is a Sagittarius that's really pumping you up. Or it could be someone who emits like Sagittarius type energy, someone who's about harmony, balance, someone who really is about like mixing things. Like they're a type of person that's like, they always seem to have like the things on hand to put them together, and then they like MacGyver their way out of something, right? Like something like that. That could be somebody that that's really kind of trying to tell you that like you gotta believe in yourself. You can accomplish anything because they see it in you. And if they do all this crazy stuff and they see that in you, then well, guess what? That must mean you have something, right? Because they're seeing that in you, of course, and they got an eye for that stuff. If they're able to, mix and get themselves going when they seem like they're at their low points, but they seem to get out of them all the time. And if they see that in you, then guess what? You got it. So that's awesome. Clarifying, the Three of Wands is the Justice card. This is Libra's card. So now we got more, again, same deal. If you're dealing with a Libra, got Libra in your chart, let me know. We got a lot of major arcana popping up in here. That's a big message, right? When we got a lot of major arcana popping up into a reading, that's like a pay attention sort of thing. So I hope you are paying attention, Cancer. Justice card is another card of balance, of being fair, right? Again, I was talking about that imposter syndrome at the start, and that's not being fair to yourself, right? You did accomplish those things, and maybe you did need a little bit of help, but that doesn't mean that you didn't do this, right? That doesn't mean that you don't have that experience. That doesn't mean that you didn't grow from those things, right? So that's awesome, right? And the Justice card wants you to be fair about that, right? Because if you are fair about it, and you realize that you did do these things, even though maybe you did have a little help along the way, you still did these things, right? It's not like a robot did them or someone did them for you. You accomplished these things. And I feel like with the sword there, it's like saying when you're not fair to yourself, you're only doing yourself harm. It's a double-edged sword, right? It's, I did these things, but, you're cutting yourself by saying, yeah, but I had all this help and, I wouldn't have done it without them, right? No, be fair to yourself. It's a two-sided sword. Like, you did this good work, but yeah, you did have help, but you still accomplished these things. Clarifying, the Hermit is the Seven of Cups, so I feel like you have a lot of opportunities here in front of you, right? Maybe you have a lot of wishes in that star, in that lantern, right? Maybe you have a lot of things you wish would come true, but right now you need to focus on the one that's the most important to you, the one that you really want the most, right? With the Seven of Cups, this person sees a lot of options here. Obviously, they have several, but it's just saying like you really need to focus down on the one that you really want, right? And once you achieve that one, you achieve the one that's the most important to you, you can get to all the other ones, right? So that's really awesome. And lastly, for your clarifiers, clarifying the star is the Lovers. So that is Gemini's card. We got all 3 air signs are here. That's never happened before for me in a reading. We've got Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra all showing up. So again, you might be dealing with a Gemini. Let me know down below. Might have Gemini in your chart. So either way, but the Lovers can be a soulmate, can be a partner, obviously. It's more likely to be that case where it is the Lovers. But maybe that's what you're wishing for here, Cancer. You're wishing for love. You're really hoping that this could be someone coming in for you. And they could be anything, right? We've got, I'm leaning towards an air sign, if that's the love you're kind of wishing for. But we do have earth and fire here as well. So it could be anyone. Lots of choices here with the 7 of Cups. Maybe there's a lot of people you could potentially, you know, find as a partner here. So I'm loving that, Cancer. That's awesome. So like, I'm hoping you're wishing for love, or at very least a soulmate, a best friend type of person to come in. So that's fantastic, Cancer. That's really awesome. So we're going to tie everything off with a Moonology card. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer. I hope this is resonating with you. Hope this is helping you out. You know, I believe in you. I think you can do this. I'm sure you can do this. And maybe this, you know, maybe you don't think you can at the moment, but like it's looking like that's going to be turning around. So I got this, you got this, we all got this, and we got a Moonology card for you too. So we're starting here with your Moonology card. We got Gemini popping in on you again. New moon in Gemini, communication is key. So I feel like here where it's saying communication is key, it's just sort of saying there's some sort of new start and you have to be open with your communication, right? If you want this love here that is in your outcome position, right, because this is what you're wishing for, or the soulmate type person, at least, Cancer, you need to be very clear with your communication, right? You need to be very open with it. I feel like you can overcome this and get there and achieve this that you want, but to sustain it, I feel like communication is key. And I feel like that's the truth with every relationship, of course, but more so, like, this is something you really need to pay attention to, especially where this is going to be something new and something exciting. We got a journey shaking the table here to end things out. So that's different because he usually doesn't jump up on the table. Oh, here he comes. Oh, did you catch that? His fat bum here in the corner? And there he is. All right, so, but yeah, just be clear with your communication. Hopefully, you're going to be doing good there, Cancer. I believe in you. I think you can do this. So thank you for being here, Cancer. I hope this has helped you out. Remember, if you want to help out the channel, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe to the channel, share the video, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer, and I hope to see you in the next video.